Aloha! We're at the Hilo Farmers Market on a Saturday morning, and we're going to be looking at some of the fresh coffees that are grown on the island here, and especially those that are grown near Hilo. We have coffees grown on the Hamakua Coast, Volcano area, Hawaiian, and also Ka'u, and which is further away, but it's also a coffee that's here at the Hilo Farmers Market. And so we're going to go in and talk to some of the folks that are selling the coffee here at the market. Okay, so we're at the Ka'u Coffee Mill, and this is Earl, and he's going to talk a little bit about the Ka'u coffee that he's selling here at the market.
Yes, this particular coffee came statewide, placed second last year, and actually last year, 2011, Ka'u took first and second, and the growers were just across each other, so it's very unusual, and in fact, they've been placing awards throughout nationally, and out of 26 countries, Ka'u placed top 3 in the first 10 place.
Out of how many countries? 23?
26 countries.
26 countries.
Yeah, and Ka'u came, placed 3 of the top 10.
And so all the coffee is grown out in Ka'u?
Ka'u, yes, and they have a lot of farmers up there, and they send their coffee beans in and to be judged and everything. And Ka'u is really, really making history on the coffee, and so it's really amazing.
All right. Well, thank you, Earl. And this is the Ka'u coffee.
Yes, we have like a medium dark, whole bean, ground, and it's really, really nice coffee.
All right.
Yeah, it's very smooth, not as bitter, and it's easy to take.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.
Aloha! Welcome to Hilo, Hawaii. My name is Trinidad. I have my coffee to offer you. Ali'i Hawaiian Hula Hands coffee. It's 100% Ka'u coffee. I am award-winning coffee. I placed in the HCA last year. We placed 3rd for Ka'u, 4th for the state. And I just came back from Portland, Oregon. I'm one of the coffees of the year for 2012.
Wow.
This is our estate coffee that is grown in Pahala, 4.5 miles above Pahala in Wa'ula, Ka'u, in a beautiful area called Cloud Rest. There's a legend about that area because of the mountain. The mountain's name is Kaumai Ke'ohu. The meaning of that mountain is where she welcomes you, and as the clouds are floating by during the day, she captures the clouds to wear it like a lei. And in the late afternoon, she sprinkles the rains over the crop below. And we started our business back in 1996 upon the closure of the sugar company. My husband was one of the first ones. And the reason we chose this area is because I used to be a laboratory analyst in the sugar factory, and I knew that this would be the prime spot to grow coffee. And we both worked on the sugar plantation. I worked there for 10 years and my husband for 39 years. And we are proud of our coffee. People love it. As a matter of fact, our biggest buyer is the Puna Bake Shop, and this is where they sell a lot of our coffee. They serve the dark roast there, and people enjoy it. So from our Ali'i Ohana in Ka'u, from us to you, mahalo.
And if people come to the market, they can get a sample, correct?
On Saturdays, every Saturday, I'm here at the Hilo Farmers Market, where I give people free samples of my medium and my dark roast. And I welcome their opinions.
Thank you. So now we're at the booth of Hilo Shark's Coffee, and today we have Tom Shark and
Scott.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about the coffee.
Well, basically we support the local farmers, and we're trying to keep it 100% Hawaiian, and since everything grows so well on the Hilo side, we thought we would, keep it in on the Hilo side. We call it the Unkona. We just can't stop.
It's too much fun. It's just too much fun.
All right.
Plus, if more people can grow coffee, then we can sell more coffee. So we're really trying to get the folks to grow a lot of coffee and promote the Hilo side coffee. So,
all right,
it goes both ways. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, and hopefully, you'll have a busy day today. I visited the farm of Shark's Coffee, which is located about 5 miles down the Hamakua Coast in Papaikou. When I arrived, Tom's son, Aaron, was removing the parchment, the dried outer skin, from the green coffee beans. Aaron gave me a tour and also talked about other specialty crops they were growing, including cacao trees, which chocolate is made from, and also the vanilla orchids they grow.
This is a great view of our bananas. These are all our bananas that have gone crazy. And you can see the whole farm. That whole side has all our coffee and cacao, which some of our most prized ones are on the back that I'm actually been transplanting that I think I was showing you. And then we've got coffee and cacao all along this left side. I got like 1 or 2 more minutes and I got to pour this chocolate, but yeah, I can show you. Like these are all coffee, and you see the cacao are just bigger, that are more yellow and stand taller. They work together, symbiotic in a shade-grown type of environment. It's got the vanilla and the nooks of the cacao trees. You can see those too. The coffee trees are starting to flower right now. There'll be a few months. You see bees on them that are trying to pollinate them. Be a few months before they start showing berries. And then we'll be picking for almost 10 months. And if you look down here in these cacao trees, he's got this vanilla that's really well growing in the nooks of the cacao tree.
So the vanilla and the cacao and the coffee all work together symbiotically.
They do, in a shade-grown type of environment, to where they all work together, where they protect it from the sun, and the birds are able to help in the pollination, and it keeps it environmentally sustainable. We don't have to be applying pesticides. They all work together to kind of protect them, because the sun can be a little overwhelming if they're not planted in the right accordance. So yeah, you can see here's actually a sprout of vanilla starting to flower up that will turn into a bean. And he's been doing some pollinating.
Okay, we're at the booth of Divine Hawaiian Coffee Company, and they sell 2 types of coffee. They're selling a Ka'u coffee from the Ka'u district, but they also have a Puna estate coffee, and they have farms in Curtistown and just outside of Pahoa. Now I'm off to Pahoa, about 20 miles from Hilo, to visit Khalil Daigle, owner of Divine Hawaiian Coffee and Gifts, Incorporated, to see his young, estate-grown coffee orchard and to learn more about his company and all the coffee products they produce. We're just outside of Pahoa at Divine Hawaiian Coffee and Gifts, Inc. with Khalil Daigle. And he's going to let us in on what they're doing out here and the products that they are selling, and especially about his estate-grown coffee. Hello, Khalil.
Hello, Steve. My name's Khalil, and this is my farm here. I've been growing coffee since 2003 myself, and it was passed down from my father in 1997, and I've been doing it ever since. We grow coffee naturally, only using organic or natural fertilizers. I have my farm here. Wonderful trees right off the highway in Pahoa, right after the high school. And I sell and provide a number of coffees from around the Hawaiian Islands, such as Ka'u or Kona coffee, and also my estate coffee, which you see here. I also have coffee in Curtistown. Those are also, which is still in the Puna district. It's just another area where I grow my estate coffee. And but I also provide other things as far as gifts. My father is an artist and poet, and I use his artwork for the labels of my coffee bags. I also sell paintings and poetry books, novels, and other natural coffee products, natural skin products that have coffee, like a coffee salve, and it's a Kona coffee salve, and basically it's like a moisturizer. I use it like all the time myself, for my hands or as a chapstick, and then I also have a body exfoliator and a face for the face mask, a sugar face mask.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, very wonderful. I've tried them out and they smell good and everything. It's nice.
All right.
As for my trees, I do them by hand. All the work's done by hand, and even the picking of the coffee. Right now we have green beans coming through, so pretty soon I'll be able to harvest and start pulping coffee and having more estate coffee. It's a wonderful tasting coffee. I love it myself, along with other Hawaiian coffees. My estate coffee is a nice bold flavor with a hint of sweetness, and it's just good for drinking in the morning, waking up. It gives a nice soothing feeling, and I try to drink it like at least once a day. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Once a day does it, huh?
Yep. Had some this morning. These are my coffee trees, and I have here a set of green beans coming through. We should be getting some more coming through and getting a really good harvest this year. These are actually fresh trees that are about 5 to 7 years old.
How much longer will it be before these are red and ready for picking?
I'd say about 2 months.
2 months.
2 months, and then we'll be able to be harvesting, picking coffee and everything. And it's just like all the beans will basically start changing from green to yellow to red. Just at that time is when we're out here picking by hand, me and a small crew, and just spending time with the trees, giving the aloha spirit to them, and cleaning around the trees or anything like that, giving me any other kind of attention that they may need. And it's just a wonderful experience being out here with the trees, spending time with them, and just giving them the care that they need, so then we have good tasting coffee.
And you roast it all by yourself?
All my roasting is done within the Puna district on island by local roasters. There's specific ones that I have that they're just very experienced in roasting coffee, and that's one of their focuses that they do. So
it's fresh.
Yeah, it's definitely fresh. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and we should be getting really good harvest off this. And a lot of people know the coffee trees. People come by off the highway. They see me working out in the field and waving and honking and stuff. So it's pretty awesome.
All right. Okay, and we're at the booth of the Buddha's Cup Coffee, and they have a couple of different types. They've got a coffee from Kona, but they also have beans grown in Hilo. So they actually have a Hilo grown coffee that they are offering, and so these trees are grown right here in the Hilo area. Next, I'm off to visit Manny Ochoa and the farm of Manny's Brew, located at 1,300 feet above Hilo. Manny Ochoa has been growing award-winning coffee on the Kona side of the Big Island for years. Manny's Brew is the newest addition to their family of estate coffee farms.
Here we are at the waterfalls, Keilikehi, up in Amahulu. The coffee up here is the Katura, so it's different than the Kona side. Kona, they grow the Tipica, but we grow the Katura. So Katura, it tastes a little bit sweeter and less better, and I hope you guys someday will try it and will like it. Okay, so here we walking towards the coffee field, and so they show you guys what the coffee look like, and then you can see the plants producing coffee, and you can see the yellow. That's those plants right there. They're only 2 years old, so it's growing nice and healthy. And here when we started planting, and we weren't sure the coffee was gonna grow, but the coffee, it seems to like it, and it's taken off. And then you see it, the plants, they're putting out, and it's like they're not leaving us. So right here, okay, like this plant, is going out of style. When you pick the coffee, everything is low. I mean, right now, okay, it's not as much weight on it, but when it gets ripe, it gets more weight, and all the rain, everything be right here, cover up down, and so you have to be on your knees, be picking the coffee, you know. So it's a hand reach. Anybody can pick it, and then the worst challenge is it's not the weeds. It is the pick the coffee. Be here to harvest it. If you're not here, because so much rain in the Hilo side, it will rot out the coffee. You cannot really process it as good, and it won't taste as good. So you have to be totally juicy and red, and so the pulp will be able to separate from the seed. You will feel better when you have an old red coffee instead of having somebody picking you green or halfway red, or bring it all black, and then black is not good. It is, you know, it is stressful this year because, you know, you have to follow and then your creation. So yeah, it's all year round this year. It went out of something moved. The earth must move big time, because the weather is not the same like it used to be before. And I think if you ask any farmer, he will tell you the same. So that is the red coffee, and you see right here, we will get the pea berry out, and then this is the cream of the crop of the coffee. So that is the pea berry, and then you see we just finished harvesting, but the flowers are still coming, and we still have a coffee in the plant. And then as you see the small branches, it's a small coffee coming out of there. This plant right here is a little bit different than the others. It got tons of coffee coming, but it will be here like this coffee will be ready to harvest like about another 4 to 5 months. So it's still green. That way it's waiting. But like this plant right here already accelerating, and then you see that it's yellow. The reason I got it mixed because this coffee right here, the yellow kind, is more sweeter than the regular coffee. And so when you mix it every better and sweet, then you will get a different kind of cup of coffee that it will distract your taste. And I hope you like it, and come and try it, and then you'll be the judge.
In his first entry of Manny's Brew into the Hawaii Coffee Association's statewide coffee cupping contest of 2010, Manny won first place for the Big Island's Hawaii district.
So yeah, 2010, it was a good year. We won the first place here in the Puna Hilo district. So, you know, I was totally a shock when I went back to Kona, and then we get the first place from the Hawaiian Cup, you know. So you know, that was great. To me, it was like a God gift, you know. So telling me, okay, you have to work harder because I'm gonna send a bunch of people to visit you. So to us, it's a gift, and then also more work than we were expecting. So thank God that bring everybody up, and then they distract the taste and people's the judges. So we get the first place, and yeah, and then good luck for everybody else. They enter the competition, and hopefully drink something. The East Hawaii is growing instead of the other size. I guess back in the old times, this district used to be where the coffee was growing, and then later it got passed down to the Kona side, and so Hilo, I guess, it was the first place where coffee was. So yeah, I mean, it's nice for you guys to visit a farmers market in downtown in Hilo, and then we will offer you guys different type of things in there. So, you know, come on and enjoy it, and hopefully you would be brave enough to come in and try buy one of the bags of coffee. Doesn't matter if it's for me or somebody else, but come in and visit us. We are farmers market every Wednesday and Saturday, so If you feel that like you need the rush of the Hilo side coffee, come in and enjoy it. And then we will waiting for you. And aloha and ahoiho. Have a good day. I don't know.